The idea of the Apapa-led faction, do you think people respect the rules or laws in this country?
Of course, laws and rules are respected to the extent to which people are ready, especially stakeholders in the lawmaking and implementation process are ready to implement them. You cannot say that the rules of the court that are clearly stated is something that you can run foul of. So clearly, if there was an interim order, and that interim order has either been vacated by a higher court or has run its lifespan by reasons of the rules of the court, you cannot continue to present yourself as a factional leader of a party. Unfortunately, when people begin to struggle about this leadership, the first thing I ask is, if you are a member of Labour Party or you were at that level as Deputy National Chairman, Labour Party ran a very effective campaign in a short time in Nigeria with Peter Obi as their presidential candidate. Expectations are that after they lost that election, with the entire momentum, velocity, and everything that they pulled into that election and made a lot of offstaging in different parts of the country, what we expected is a Labour Party that should have been more compact, coming together to strategize for 2027. If the interest of this country is what matters to the people. But instead, what you see is people coming up to struggle about leadership position and all of that. For me, I also advise the Apapa-led group, which of course is the recognized faction, or rather is recognized by the law, to be more focused on how to re-engineer Labour Party as a very opposition to this government that we have been seeing is not doing so much to, of course, alleviate the sufferings of Nigerians, and that Nigerians will be more ready to listen to a national chairman that is focused on alternative means of getting things better done for the people in this country than talking about issues of defamation. And
exactly. What worries one looking at you raise critical issues, considering the progress they made in 2023, one would expect that by now issues of structures and a whole lot will be the conversation.
Exactly.
I have spoken to their River State spokesperson and other key stakeholders in River State, like, what is going on with Labour Party right now? Are you guys, are you setting up structures? What is it? What is the plan? No communication, no conversation, nothing seems to be going on. Now, having the Papa talk about, in fact, giving life to the Abure issues, whether they want to set up a by-election for those states and all of that, you already know, everyone who is a legitimate member of the Labour Party already knows that there is a Supreme Court ruling that recognizes Abure as the national chairman of the party. Till this moment, that has not been stepped aside. So why are we even, what all of this, you're going to sue Arabambi in personal capacity, you're going to do all of this. Even what will be talked about after the Supreme Court's ruling on the presidential election, which is that they are going to play a viral opposition. Obi seems to be the one playing the opposition individually. We don't seem, every time the Labour Party talks, it's either, or maybe they are reacting to something, not following. Do you think, I've always asked this question, so let me just stop and ask, do you think that some of these people who are in political offices understand the role of the opposition politics in national development?
The truth about it is, if you follow up politics in this country, people are actually not ready to play opposition. Every person is after clinching to power, and they don't want to follow the procedures of playing a very opposition. This also is affecting the PDP. Of course, the PDP having been in power for a long time, over 16 years, it was strange to them to play opposition politics. And that's why you see that under Buhari's 8 years, PDP didn't do much in terms of playing the opposition, because they needed to re-engineer their DNA into opposition in order to be able to, in order to play that role. And even between May 2029 last year till now, PDP is still trying to find her footing in playing opposition.